Hi folks, welcome again to our video today from Driving Lessons Cork.ie. This is Kevin White, and our video today will be on the Essential Driver Training Programme in Ireland, or E.D.T for short as they call it. Now, if you have got your learner permit for driving in Ireland, you will then be doing this E.D.T program, which will go through the basics on how you should drive. This is a 12-lesson program that was brought in 2008 by the Irish government to learn people how to drive in Ireland. You will get all the information on the E.D.T system on the Road Safety Authority website. Here we are, and if you scroll on the page there and click on this one, you will get all the information you need on the E.D.T driving lessons, which is here. Now, this page has a lot in it. If you look at the side column here, it's the overall front page for the Essential Driver Training lessons, and there's a lot in it, a lot of sub pages in it. This here is an introduction to the E.D.T. This here is learning to drive videos. That's a good resource for people to have. These are videos about learning to drive in Ireland, so they're Irish videos produced by the Road Safety Authority. And then it goes through the lessons, information on the lessons, information on your logbook, which is used to record the driving lessons, information for sponsors, and commonly asked questions about the E.D.T process. So we'll just go into the introduction here to the E.D.T. And this is the introduction here to the E.D.T. It explains all about the E.D.T Essential Driver Training Program here in more detail. As I've explained, it came in 2008. Sorry, beg your pardon, 2011. I beg your pardon, 2011 when it came in. I beg your pardon. Then what does E.D.T involve? So it involves 12 one-hour lessons, as I said, given by your approved driving instructor, or known as the A.D.I. So it gives a lot of information there on the E.D.T. Then on this page as well, you can get information on the E.D.T syllabus, which every learner driver gets a booklet like this, and the booklet goes through the first couple of pages some definitions about the terms used in the Essential Driver Training process, and what roles each stakeholder is meant to fulfill in the process. So there you are, it goes through the first couple of pages, as well then what's involved in each driving lesson. So lesson 1 there is car controls and safety checks, and you'll have a little bit of driving at the end of that lesson as well, just basically starting and stopping in first gear. Might get to second gear, but by the time your car controls and safety checks are explained, time ticks away in the first lesson. And then lesson 2 and so on, correct positioning and so on, all the other lessons, lessons 3, changing direction. So that's your information booklet on the E.D.T lessons that you'll be doing. Now, if you go back here to the main Road Safety Authority website as well, there's another column here for learner drivers, and it says My E.D.T. So if you click on that, you get brought to this page here, and it explains to you that you can actually go online onto this website, the Road Safety Authority website, R.S.A.ie, and you can actually see what lessons have been logged for you as you go through the Essential Driver Training process, what lessons have been logged for you as you do the lessons. Because after each driving lesson, your ADI, approved driving instructor, should be logging lessons for you as you go through the process. So that when you have your 12 lessons done with the approved driving instructor, your 12 lessons should be showing online. So you can check it here. If you come to this page and click on sign up here where it says My E.D.T again, this one here, you'll be brought then to this page, and you just put in your surname, your first name, your date of birth, and your driver number. Now you get all these details off your learner permit here. The driver number is item 4D on the learner permit. This is it here, if you can see where I'm moving the cursor, because that's the trickiest one to know, your learner permit number. That's it there, item 4D on your learner permit. So if you put in all those details and click sign in, you'll get access to the amount of driving lessons that have been logged online for you. Now, this whole E.D.T driving lesson process, of course, is part of what they call the graduated driver licensing system we have in Ireland. So all categories of drivers have now got to go through some bit of training nowadays in Ireland. If you drive a car, a motorbike, and there's professional CPC training then as well for truck and bus drivers. So this is more information on the graduated driving license. If you clicked another link on the other page, you get more information in here about the graduated driving license program, the rollout, questions about the program, and further reading on the G.D.L. So this website here, the Road Safety Authority's website, gives a whole pile of information on how drivers are actually taught to drive in Ireland and educated in this country. Now, just a couple of things about the whole E.D.T process. As you go through the process and through each of the driving lessons with your approved driving instructor who will be teaching the lessons, you should really ask a lot of questions of the approved driving instructor and make the best use of your lessons that you possibly can. Take all the advice that your approved driving instructor gives you, and if you can at all in between the driving lessons, try and do as much practice yourself with the driving that you can. Every little bit helps when you're learning to drive. Every little bit of practice you can do. You may not have a car. You may not have someone to go out and help you practice your driving in between your driving lessons with the improved driving instructor. But possibly you could sit into somebody else's car and just practice maybe gear changing in a stationary vehicle without even ever turning on the car. Just make sure the handbrake is on, of course, if you're doing that in somebody else's car, practicing the gear changes. Something small like that, anything at all that helps. You could watch videos online, as you see on this site here. There was a link to watching videos there, driving license or lessons. Here we are, look, on the E.D.T page, a link there to learning to drive videos, so you could watch some of them, or you could actually watch some other videos as well on possibly YouTube. But just realise that if you watch YouTube videos, they may be for a different country, whereas all the videos on this site here are actually for driving in Ireland. Of course, the Road Safety Authority as well, they have their own YouTube channel also. You'll just see, it's listed down here in the bottom. Here we are. So if we click on that there, we go into YouTube and see the Road Safety Authority's YouTube channel here is coming up. There we are. R.S.A. Ireland is called, and there's a whole lot of videos then on driving as well in Ireland. Sorry about that interruption, folks. Now, so there's always something you can do in between driving lessons. Don't just leave it to 12 driving lessons. Do as much as you can in between the driving lessons to help yourself along. You know, I'm a great believer in someone helping themselves. So if you can at all, do whatever you can to help yourself learn to drive. It's a very important process that you learn to drive properly and you know what's involved in driving. It's been said to me that the driving lessons have helped people become a lot more aware of what's involved in driving, you know. But the E.D.T process is only 12 driving lessons, so you're limited in what you can learn in the 12 lessons. But if you do as much as you can in between the lessons, that means you get more done in the lessons than with your driving instructor in the lessons, because if you're learning as you go along through theory, then that will help with the driving lessons a lot. And you can also use resources such as this too, which is the Rules of the Road book. You can find this online as well on the Rules of the Road website. So what I will do is for you, I will drop the links for all these things into the description of this video, so you can have access to all these links to these different assets. Now, so there you are, folks. That's about it. I've given you some information there on the E.D.T driving program in Ireland, and as I said, try and help yourself as much as you can as you go along through the E.D.T lessons. Don't just do nothing between the lessons, especially if you're a raw beginner. You need to be doing more than the 12 E.D.T lessons. So thanks for listening, folks. If you liked the video, please do click the like button underneath this video and subscribe to our channel, because we'll be doing other videos similar to this as well to help people in their learning to drive process as we go along. We'll be doing that. So thanks, folks, and until later, bye for now, and thanks for listening.